Hello, and welcome to TemporalVision. My name is Jacob, and I'll be your host for today as we go back to the 1800s and visit chemist Julius Lothar Meyer. Whoops, wrong channel. Here we are, Werl, Germany, August 19th, 1830. Lothar is born to Friedrich Meyer and Anna Breyerman. He is the fourth of 7 siblings they would have. His father, Friedrich Meyer, was a physician at the time, and was likely an influence to Lothar and one of his brothers to study medicine. In 1851 he would graduate from the Gymnasium of Oldenburg and would go on to the University of Zurich to study medicine and would receive his MD in 1854. Afterwards, Lothar would switch gears from medicinal studies to physiological chemistry thanks to Carl Ludwig, his physiology professor. Lothar would then study under Robert Bunsen at the University of Heidelberg and publish Über die Gas des Blutes, which would be used for his doctoral dissertation. Most of Lothar's early studies involved blood and its interaction with gases, such as oxygen and carbon monoxide. However, he would not discover the mechanism of which blood absorbed gases. Lothar would move to Königsberg in 1856, where he would begin to pursue physical chemistry as well as study the effects of carbon monoxide in blood. This would be accepted as his doctoral dissertation by the philosophy facility after his move to Breslau 2 years later. In 1860, Lothar and Dmitri Mendeleev, another chemist, attended the Karlsruhe Congress and were independently inspired by Avogadro's work to create a way of classifying the elements. 2 years later, Lothar published his first version of the periodic table and would go through revisions until 1869. This version, however, would be unpublished until 1894. This was likely due to the Franco-Prussian War in 1870. Lothar would give his medical background to help with the war at the time. A dispute formed between Lothar and Mendeleev on their periodic tables, especially regarding who would get priority over the discovery. Mendeleev would have become the more famous of the two, however. After the war, Lothar would move for one last time to Tübingen in 1876, where he would remain for the rest of his life. He would continue his work until his death in 1895 in Tübingen, Germany, at the age of 65. Lothar, along with Mendeleev, would receive a joint Davy Award from the Royal Society in 1882 for their independent development of the periodic table, probably to the annoyance of both. Lothar's work would go on to benefit both chemistry and biology alike, with his work on the periodic table and gas exchange in the blood furthering our knowledge, and is a surprisingly underrepresented chemist in my opinion. Well, time to head back home. This has been TemporalVision. Jacob, signing out.